Hey guys, so I am in Georgia right now. I'm not sure where I'll be when I put this up, but I am clean and I have makeup on my face, so I'm going to record this video now. So I alluded to this in our prep video that things were changing for my family, and this was a very hard decision for us to come to. It was a very hard decision for me to come to because it's I have mascara on and I don't want to cry. I feel like I've failed. I feel like a giant failure. And that's hard to admit to myself, let alone put it out there to the world where people can scrutinize me. But I'm putting the girls back in school for this year. And it sucks and I hate it. But Katie is not progressing the way I would like her to. And I know that she is dyslexic, but I believe she may have some other learning disabilities. And I think putting her in a situation where there are people there who are trained better to deal with her dyslexia, and we can get any learning disability she might have diagnosed, would be a better situation for her than staying home and continuing to struggle and us butting heads. Natalie is the ideal homeschooler. She gets up, she gets her schoolwork done, so she has the rest of the day to do whatever it is that she wants. Katie, on the other hand, would rather spend more energy fighting me about what she's supposed to be doing than actually doing the work. So, she is in 4th grade, and she is still struggling with reading because of her dyslexia. And she also has a touch of ADD. I have not had her diagnosed because I don't care to have her medicated. We've been homeschooling, and she's not that bad. But she does struggle with being still for long periods of time. And she only went to public school for kindergarten, and while our kindergarten teacher is incredible, and I am still in contact with her, and I love her, she's an amazing human being, there's not the same amount of structure as there is in 4th grade. You know what I'm saying? There are different things that you're allotted time to move and, get up and change stations and things like that. If you need to stand up and get your wiggles out, you have the ability to do that. That's why homeschooling has been great for her, because she can, lean over her chair or, through her chair. It's open in the back, and lean through it and do her work on the floor, or put it on a clipboard and climb up in the tree. And I don't care as long as the work is done. But we're to a point now where I have gone through the same multiplication tables with her so many times in so many ways, and I don't know where the disconnect is. And I think the disconnect is the fact that I'm mom and she's not being held accountable to anybody else. And it just got really painful. And the week before the hurricane, so 2 weeks ago, it just came to a head. And we were both in tears every day. And I went up to my local public school, because you're supposed to be able to go to the schools even as a homeschooler to have your child tested for learning disabilities. And I had the worst experience I have ever had with a principal. I left there in tears. She made me feel absolutely worthless. She made me feel like I was the stupidest human being she's ever come across. And she knows nothing about me. I'm not an ignorant person. I have a bachelor's degree. I'm not stupid. I know what I'm doing. I'm also here admitting that what I'm doing isn't good enough for the disabilities that my child may have, and I'm reaching out to find help. And I was getting none of that there. So I tried another day of homeschooling, hoping that the experience of going to school and standing there and having to talk to a teacher about possibly going back to school would have put a little bit of that fear in her. She adores homeschooling. Our whole family does. We love it. But if she isn't progressing and she's not pulling her weight, there's nothing I can do. It's a team effort. I can get you to here, but you have to meet me halfway. And she wasn't doing that. So we went and toured a couple of charter schools. Unfortunately, we can't afford a private school. Most of the private schools around are parochial Catholic schools, which I went to Catholic school 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, and I started 9th grade at Melbourne Central Catholic, but hated it and ended up back in public school. But because I am not Catholic, I'm Methodist. My parents are Catholic here. My parents over on the other side are Methodist. My dad is. I'm rambling. So even the parishioner price for Catholic school was going to be $10,000, and for both of my kids it was going to be $20,000, because I am not Catholic and I am not a parishioner at Our Lady of Lourdes, which is where I went to Catholic school. I don't have $20,000 a year to plunk down on school. Sorry, I need to move. My arm is getting tired. So we went and toured a few different charter schools and went to one where my friend's children have gone forever. And it was a nice school. And I like the fact that it goes all the way through high school, so I wouldn't have to switch their schools. Small classes, uniforms. They put a lot of emphasis on character development, and I think it's great. They really embrace if a kid is strong and has opinions of their own. They embrace that. They don't try to beat that out of them or conform them, so that's great. But we toured this other school, and it is so great. It is so great, and we loved it, and they loved it. And they have a really good STEM program, which is science, technology, engineering, and math. And Natalie is all about the math and technology stuff. She loves math. It's her favorite subject. Excuse me, but she wants to be a doctor that works with robots. That's what she wants to do. So like the Da Vinci robots, the surgical robots, that's what she wants to do when she grows up. So putting her in a school that has the hands-on science and technology stuff is so great. They have computers in every room. So it's a good situation. And I chose to put Katie into 3rd grade because to be successful in 4th grade, you have to know your multiplication tables. You also have to be a strong reader, and she's neither of those things right now. And it's not because I'm trying to remind myself it's not because I'm a bad teacher, because Nat's just fine. Katie just learns differently than I am able to teach right now. And once she has it down, once she has her multiplication tables down, once she is a confident and capable reader, we can revisit homeschooling. And I'm hoping they will just be in school for a year and we can come back home. And I know that that's what they are hoping as well. But their 3rd grade, one of their 3rd grade teachers is the top rated reading coach in the entire county. So I opted to put her into 3rd grade so that she would have one-on-one time with that teacher to really get her up to par. And I did have a conversation with her about it because she was a little bit feeling humiliated. And I said, here's the thing, you can be the bottom of 4th grade and struggle, or you could be the top of 3rd grade and be really successful. And she was involved in the choice. Of course, I'm going to do what I'm going to do because I'm the mom, but I let her feel like she was involved in making that decision, and she chose 3rd grade as well. And because we homeschool, I can really put whatever grade I want to put, kind of a deal. Although she is 9 years old, I think she would benefit by being in 3rd grade again. So we're going to see. We're going to see how this year goes. We have purchased our school supplies, which are in the back of my car right now, because in case the house flooded, I didn't want to rebuy them. Our uniforms are in the car right now, and I love uniforms. I loved it when I went to Catholic school. I loved that I woke up in the morning and didn't have to worry about what I was going to wear. I knew what I was going to wear because it was the same thing everybody else was going to wear. The cost was tough. Fortunately, my mom is helping me with the cost of those. I went on to, there's one store in our town that sells the uniforms. So they kind of have a monopoly and can charge whatever they want. So online it said they were $10 a piece. When I got there, they were $15 a piece. So instead of ending up with 5 shirts like I wanted, they each have 3, and I'll just do laundry midweek. It'll be fine. It's going to be fine. So I'm hoping it's just a year and we can come home. I was going to reevaluate at Christmas time, but it's already the middle of September and they haven't started yet because of the hurricane. So I don't think 2.5 months is going to be enough time for Katie to get to where she's a confident and capable reader. So we're going to give it the year. If they excel and they love it, they're going to keep going. I am not going to bring them home because I'm selfish. I'm not going to bring them home just because we like to sleep and go to Disney and things like that. Natalie did not need to go back to school, but she wanted to. If Katie was going back, and the science program at this school is so amazing, that she wanted to go as well. And I'm fine with that, and I'm going to have a little bit of time for me. I'm trying to see the bright side of this. I'm already going to have them up to school early, so I'm going to go walking with a friend of mine, or I'm going to join, there's a gym near their school, so I may join the gym. I'm going to get my house organized and purged and painted and all the things that need to happen, and I might get a little part-time job during the day while they're working. I don't know what I'm going to do yet, but I'm going to take some time for me. And I told Eddie the first week of school, don't expect a lot out of me because I'm going to be very sad and I'm probably going to cry a lot. And I'm really impressed with myself that I haven't actually cried while talking about this. This is the first time that I have not cried while talking about this. It's been a hard situation because I just feel like I failed my kids. And we love homeschooling, and it's admitting defeat. And everyone's like, you know, they'll get it. She'll get it. You know, just keep working with her and she'll get it. But she's just so stubborn and strong-willed, and it's going to make her an incredible adult. She's going to be a very dynamic leader as an adult, but trying to teach that kid to read is about to break me. And reading tutors are insanely expensive, $75 an hour, which again I don't have. It was literally cheaper to buy school supplies and uniforms and send her to school than it was to pay for a reading tutor. So for this year, this is what we're doing, and I get that some of you may see this as a cop-out, but, and if you do, just, I know you think if you have an opinion in your head, you must share it out of your keyboard, but please refrain, because it's hard enough, and I haven't cried, I don't want to, and I said all those things to myself, and I already feel bad enough, so I would appreciate you not piling on. But I will, keep you posted as to how school goes when we get back. So far, schools are, today's Wednesday, September 13th. They keep losing my dates, and we are still up in Georgia. Schools are still closed for Thursday. I can't imagine they will open on Friday, and Monday is a teacher in service, so I think they will start back to school next Tuesday, which is 2 weeks later than I expected to start back to school, but that's fine. It's fine. I'm enjoying my time with my kids. But yeah, that's what's going on with us. So if you don't see us homeschooling anymore or make references to school, this is why. I have a tear and I can feel it. So I will talk to you guys soon. I have another hummingbird on this feeder. I'm loving the amount of hummingbirds out here. I'm going to try to get him, but he turns away every time I stop talking. Let's see if we can get him in screen. Oh, I hear one right over my head. Oh, they both just took, oh. We have 3 of them out here right now. Okay, well, I'm going to go for now, but thank you guys so much for watching, and I will catch you next time.